There's this question about Little Women that I've been wanting to know the answer to since I was a kid. But major spoiler alert coming if you haven't read the book or seen that episode from Friends. Welcome back to Bio Book Club, where your friendly biology teacher breaks down the science hidden inside some of your favorite stories. So, what was the real cause of Beth March's death? A quick Google search tells you it's scarlet fever. And while Louisa May Alcott's story does confirm that Beth did have a case of scarlet fever when she went to take care of the Hummel family around 1863, Beth does recover. She doesn't pass away until about 6 years later, which was actually part of the sequel in the original publication of the story. So what's the epidemiology here? Scarlet fever is caused by a bacterial infection of Streptococcus pyogenes, which is the same bacteria that causes strep throat. It's more common in children, and the symptoms are usually fever, sore throat, and then there's a characteristic sandpaper rash that comes with scarlet fever. It's passed on to others through close contact, ingestion, or droplets, but it wasn't until the 1920s that scientists confirmed this bacteria actually causes the disease. Between 1820 and 1880, there was basically a world pandemic of scarlet fever, which makes sense because the book takes place around the 1860s, and it was super common back then. There are long-term complications that can come from untreated scarlet fever, such as rheumatic fever, which is an inflammatory disease that can happen a few weeks after a scarlet fever infection, and there's glomerulonephritis, which is an inflammation of the glomeruli in the kidneys. So maybe what Beth had was simply long-lasting complications from this one disease. But whatever she was suffering from, she tries to hide it until chapter 36, aptly named Beth's Secret. Beth is based very closely on Louisa May Alcott's sister Elizabeth, or Lizzie, who also died potentially of heart failure after complications from scarlet fever. Or maybe not. Based on letters exchanged between Louisa May Alcott and her family, and how we know that women's issues and chronic illnesses have been incredibly misunderstood throughout history, Lizzie Alcott's poor health could have been due to underlying neurological or psychological conditions. We may never know the exact cause of Lizzie or Beth's tragic ends, but Louisa May Alcott makes sure we'll never forget them through beautifully written dialogue like this. Love is the only thing that we can carry with us when we go, and it makes the end so easy.